Breaking news, federal government and governors agreed to establish state police or Bagam. Restructuring will start gradually now. That is what it means. So now these people have entered their meeting, and 1 hour ago they have agreed now that each state should go and establish state police. Once this starts, this is the end of security problem, I'm telling you. I tell you that it's getting to a point where state police will be the only solution. The federal government and governors of the 36 states of the federation have agreed to set up state police as the nation struggles to curtail insecurity. The agreement was reached during an emergency meeting between President Bola TINUBU and the governors, which took place at the Presidential Villa, Abuja, on Thursday, which is today. So Vice President Kashim Shettima was also in attendance. So the Minister of Information and National Orientation, Idris Mohammed, disclosed the development to correspondents at a briefing after the meeting, joined by Governors Caleb Mutwang, Obasani Kaduna, and Sheriff Oborewori of Delta State. So while noting that both the federal and the state government are mulling the idea, Mohammed said a series of meetings are in the pipeline to determine the modalities for the setting up of the state police, noting therefore that nothing concrete has been determined yet. They must establish it too. So apart from security, Thursday's meeting also dwelt on the food situation in the country, with the minister disclosing that a committee has been set up to synthesize all that had been discussed at the meeting. So he said the president had directed the National Security Advisor, the Director General of the State Department of State Services, and the Inspector General of Police to coordinate with the governors to end the hoarding of food commodities in the country. Obviously, are you going to go and break people's shop? Let them stop all those nonsense. That one is not going to fly. So the government spokesperson or spokesman also signaled that there will be no more import of food commodities, contrary to the position earlier taken by the federal government. So he explained that the government wants to sustain the gains already made in local food production in the belief that country can feed itself and also be a net exporter. So the thing now is that Nigerian government has agreed to set up a state police. Wow, what a nice development. I just hope they will be able to sustain it. Nigerians have been calling for state police, which is actually the beginning of restructuring. So now that I've entered into emergency meeting on food security and the insurgency in Nigeria, they have agreed that they should go and establish state police. But the way they are going to establish it is what I don't know. Are we going to have IGP again? I think they should do in such a way that every state will have its own IG, and then we'll have maybe the IG will report, the individual IG will report to the, still an IGP anyway, but the IGP will not have control or full control of the state police. All the DIGs or AIGs or whatever they will call them at the state level will run it autonomously with the governor of the state. And that is the best way to go. And I tell you, once a state police is established and the state governors have right to set up other security agencies to manage the security in their state, I tell you, all the nonsense happening now will stop. Everybody go back to your state. That is it. Everybody that want to cause problem will be arrested and sent back to his own state. That is exactly, and I hope that will be the beginning of restructuring in Nigeria. That is it. So this is a very good move, and I just hope that they will see to the end of it. As always, a nonsense agreement. Can they perform? Can they perform? Then those already in the field, governor are looking for people to use in securing their families and useless cool politicians like them. What else do you want? What else do you want? They should establish state police and let them run it. This guy is already biased. He doesn't know. He's confused because in Numa state police is established, a lot of nonsense happening, especially with security, will stop. Mr. B said it last month ago. Okay, now they have finally agreed on Obi's opinion. And again, what you people were supposed to do, since allow all communities guide their people exactly, and let and all this nonsense will stop. I tell you, once they, as I've said it now, security situation will stop. Every state will pursue all insecurity situations out of the state. Bold step to tackle insecurity. With this security problem, okay, will be 70% solved. Kudos to TINUBU. Bygones have started. Okay, that is very good thinking. People have been saying it right from time. It's been the best way, but the Hausas did not want it because of their own fear of insecurity. Somebody, this is a welcome development. State police are long overdue. Yes, and Nigeria is currently under policed. So it is better to allow states to establish local police departments with the understanding of their peculiarities and needs. Exactly. Finally, Nigeria is break. Make it break. Everybody is tired. Make it break. This is the beginning. TINUBU should restructure Nigeria, starting with state police. That is it. Kudos to President TINUBU. I didn't vote for you, but I think you are not sleeping like your predecessor. I can see your policies are in the right direction. If past government had taken this difficult decision, we wouldn't be where we are today. He needs to finish it too. Let's stop unnecessary praise yet. Let's stop unnecessary praise. Let's start something. Let it be implemented first. Forget that. Remember that this government is good in making lofty promises and you won't see it come to pass. So these are the promises. Now they have agreed. Let us see it implemented first. Immediately it is implemented, then we know that we are a bit step in the right direction. Then every state will be free to enter their farm and produce their own food. Exactly. That is a medium or long-term and costly measure against insecurity. The immediate measure should be collaboration with local hunters and vigilante group. We agree. Ayemoteku is doing that. Immediately if the law is passed, I tell you, state security system will start. I tell you the truth. In 1 week, states will start rolling out their security measures. And I tell you, ESN will be able, in fact, all the Southeast will be able to flush all the nonsense happening in the Southeast and even the South. And everybody, it will become a competition. It is the state that is safe that people will go. Somebody say it has been overdue. The state police would have been established long ago. But now that we are starting it, that's fine. Water don't pass Gary now. Not be smart, Water don't pass Gary. All of them are involved in finding solutions. That is how governance should be. We hope no saboteur will emerge. That is it. You should ask the Northerners. But anything that is akin to restructuring Nigeria, the Northerners don't want to see it. They don't want to hear it. That is how bad it is. And it is a very bad one. So that is the situation now. Now, finally, Nigeria has agreed to implement state police. And that is the way forward. Thank you for listening, and let's have your comment.